Hello and welcome back to another episode of TGS, the Gyan Show, a place where we bring you brand new episodes on business skills, business intelligence, financial strategies, entrepreneurship, and more. If you are new here, consider subscribing to our channel and let's begin with our today's episode. I've seen my friends struggle with this thing many times where they start a new business with some product or build some sort of service, but they cannot get people to buy it. And I think this is the problem with many newbies. People build a product or a service which they cannot get clients or customers for. And they always think, why aren't they getting clients and customers, or why aren't people buying it? Keeping aside all the technical problems in your product or service and assuming that your product or service is a perfect and well designed fit for people, I'll give you some ways through which you can get your first customer or first 10 or 100 or 1000 or even more customers. And this could even apply for an ongoing business which has already many customers, and some ways could even help you to grow your customer portfolio. I am Dhawal from the Gyan Show podcast, and without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. The first and the most obvious one that I think most of the people do is tell all your friends, relatives, colleagues, or basically telling everyone you know about your product or service. As everyone is doing this, let me tell you the right way of doing this. When you are telling them about your product or service, just tell them about your product or service and do not sell it in the first stage. This is just to let them know what you are doing and creating that awareness and not selling it to them. Because imagine your friend comes to you one day and says that, oh, hey John, I've made this thing which looks cool and trendy, just like we saw in the movie we were watching the other day. It's this tuxedo type looking hoodie or t-shirt, and I want you to buy it. And you would be like, I'm not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. No one likes to be sold at first, not even you. So rather than selling it, just let them know about that product or service. If they want to buy it, cool. But if not, don't try to pitch it right now. Try to pitch them anytime later, but not at first or not today. So the next and a great way is to reach out to other business friends. If you have a business in any locality, of course, there would be other businesses there too. And maybe some of them would be your friends, or maybe you would have made some good relations with them already. So now it's time to use it, or I should say, to use them. Reach out to them and tell them what you have got, and also let them know you are there to be helped. You can ask them for referrals. You can tell them to recommend you if someone wants to buy such product or any product which is related to your niche or your own product, or just tell their customers to have a look at your store. Getting referrals from people actually makes it easy for them to know you and also for you to get more clients and customers. It's like your business friends are now your evangelist. Here, they won't recommend you if you are not much of a friend to them. I mean, if your relations are not that good, they won't even tell anyone to go have a look at your store. But if you somehow manage to get refers from people, you will get good amount of customers very quickly. So reference from business owners and from other customers is very great way to get your initial or more customers. The third way would be very much effective if used properly, and it is to reach out your expected or the targeted customer, because reaching out to everyone won't mean all of them are your customers. Maybe they'll buy once just for the sake of your friendship or your relations, and then they won't buy things from you the next time if it's not a fit for them, of course. So reaching out to your expected customer is very essential to get initial customers. Here you will find and track a certain type of people who are already or ready to use your niche product category. Like if you are selling shoes, you'll reach out to a shoe lover. If it's a sport shoes, you'll reach out to an athlete, and that's how it would go for other products too. People in your market niche will start knowing you, and maybe if not right now, then in future maybe they would think to buy from you. And you must know how to make your customers interested in you, so even if they don't buy now, you are still in their head, and then next time you pitch them, they can maybe buy your product. So basically, it's that you have to know your customers and also leverage your network. And these are the most appropriate ways for a person who's in a traditional business. Now, let's talk about startup guys and e-com players. Y'all can use these ways, but some additional more effective ways will help you to get good client base. And if the traditional guys want to be creative, they can apply some of these ways to get some customers too. If you are in an industry where people organize or they some kind of arrange exhibitions or maybe trade shows, if you are a traditional businessman, then you need to attend those shows and exhibitions, meet people there, because that's the place you can meet like-minded people, of course, some customers, suppliers many a times, and also some good dealers and agents with whom you can network and build a relation. And these relations, if not now but in future, will help you to get some customers and maybe good dealers or partners and sometimes even investors. The aim here is to grow your network and let people know what you are doing, because in business networking is very important thing. And we have also said that networking is one of the top 5 business skills you need to learn and master in 2020. So attend shows, seminars, in times like lockdown right now, you can attend webinars online, you can attend functions, exhibitions, some local association events where you can find networks and also some good customers. Another good way to get client is by getting influencers to promote your product or promote your service, or in short promote you. And this helps only if you have a good budget or if you have someone in your network who has a good audience. Like for example, I've made a product which is, say, a protein shake, so I'll reach out to an influencer or maybe to a sports guy, or give him a free sample and tell him to promote me and get on a deal with them. You can ask gym guys or sports athletes or maybe even influencers in physical health industry, through which you can get that targeted customer to buy your product. And this could even cost you a lot of money. So before going for this, look at your budget and then approach people to promote your product or service. And one another way could be to come up with innovative marketing techniques to get customers. This is a very creative way of getting customers and to increase your brand value and positioning. Come up with ideas that no one is using could be a great way to get initial and a large customer base. You can either use a cost effective marketing technique or a costly marketing technique according to your budget. Like, for example, putting hoardings with creative methods could be very costly, but in a way, it's very creative and can get you some customers. Like, recently, for the promotion of Dracula movie, the hoardings were designed in such a way that in the night time it would look like a shadow of a real Dracula. This is an innovative way of promoting a movie and getting people to watch it. And another way could be make a short video presenting your product and making it a bit different and cool for others to watch and also share it. It can sometimes be for a social cause, or sometimes even any economic crisis, or like for now people can make COVID-19 videos and also share it on Instagram or other social media platforms to promote their product or service. Like Heineken, to increase its sales from the UEFA sponsored league, started its campaign No More Excuses by bringing Manchester United coach Josh on board. It was marketed because people used to watch UEFA alone due to different time zones, of course. So they didn't consume any drinks when they were alone. Like people use, it is also researched that people drink alcohols or beers or wines only when they are with their friends or in a group, but not alone. So to increase the consumption of drinks during UEFA matches, it wanted people to watch it with friends and like watch it in a group. And that's why they marketed this ad with shooting around 400 short videos describing 400 issues that people made to not watch the match, maybe because of exams or parents pressure or work or boss party or whatever. And this came to be successful. It increased the sales of Heineken to a certain extent. And this deal was also a costly and expensive one, because This deal cost Heineken around 4 million euros, which they paid to the coach for recording those videos and shooting that ad. Some of the ways, like your unique business card or the design of your product or a creative video you made that could go viral, and many more, are cost effective ones. Like Samsung once made this ad where the repairing guy reached to a remotely area just in time to repair a TV set of an orphan and partly medical disabled organization whose blind girl had made it to an idol show, and showed how emotional they all got after watching her on the TV. This was a great success for Samsung, and you can also record such videos and promote it on Instagram and so other social medias, like I said before. Though all the companies in these examples are big ones, the technique they used can be made cost effective and can be used in an innovative and a creative way, and can be applied by startups and local stores owners to get more customers and increase their sales. You can use social media marketing techniques, digital marketing techniques, content marketing, and many such cost effective ways to gain more customers and clients. These are some of the ways I've suggested my friends and many businessmen who use these ways and are getting customers easily. And it's not a difficult task. You just need to get a bit aggressive here and get some customers and sales. And the ways I have suggested may sound simple to you, but if applied creatively and effectively, can get you more than expected results. So be a bit creative with your approach and get your initial 1,000 customers easily and increase your sales. If you want to know how to sell anything to anyone, we have recorded a podcast for that, which has been linked below and has also been given in the I button on the top right corner if you are watching it on the YouTube. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode of The Gyan Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Also consider subscribing to The Gyan Show podcast on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify and YouTube. If you find this episode valuable, then we did appreciate a rating on Apple Podcast, or simply just share it with your entrepreneur friends. It would help them out too. So with that being said, keep listening, keep hustling. Until next time, from TGS, The Gyan Show, we'll see you later.